Well, we're back on the workbench, but today I am not producing some kind of extreme video, but instead introducing a new kind of content for you all to enjoy, and it is called Weathered Wednesday. So, I'm your host, Trainmaster04, and here is episode 1 of Weathered Wednesday, where I'll be going over all of the locomotives and rolling stock that I've weathered over the years. Now, do take note, this was inspired by the thread on the OGR forum called Weathered Wednesday, where you can also see any of the other stuff that I've weathered on there if you have an account through the OGR. So, let's get this model on the Lazy Susan. The locomotive itself is a Lionel TMCC model. In this case, it is the model of the 4410, a Southern Pacific GS-2 class or Golden State locomotive, and it has a 4/8 four-wheel arrangement. The weathering job I did on it in comparison to a few of the other locomotives and rolling stock I have in my collection, it is fairly minimalistic with a simple coating of locomotive grime to give it that dirty look, but also some simple highlights such as water streaking around the boiler, on the boiler bands, the rivets, and other little bits of accessories. The tender also received similar treatment by receiving an initial coat of locomotive grime, which can be purchased through ammo. They have a ton of different products available and even outside of the model train world. They're primarily well known for their military diorama materials such as actual mud, rust, and everything else. Now, since this tender has a fairly smooth surface, but with a lot of rivets along the side, I opted to give it quite a nice highlight and give it some water streaking along the rivets. As you can also tell, the tender is a little bit darker in the sense of locomotive grime, and that's because I indeed weathered it a little bit heavier than the engine, since it too actually picks up most of the grime than the locomotive itself when it's going close to 70 miles per hour. That's it for episode 1 of Weathered Wednesday, but do not touch that dial as I'll hopefully be back next Wednesday with another edition to Weathered Wednesday. I'm your host, Trainmaster04, signing off.